Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to a new episode of StarCraft II Study. Today, as you might have noticed, my voice is kind of messed up. Actually, I'm a little bit sick today. I got a pretty bad cold, but it doesn't really matter. We still are going to be creating videos, and today, in this episode of StarCraft II Study, we are going to talk about why all-inning is bad. Now, people will be like, oh my god, that Zerg vs Zerg all-in that you made a video about a few days back actually helped me win like 95% of my Zerg vs Zerg games. Well, first of all, that is obviously awesome, right? Winning so many games is going to be great, but there's one like really strict rule that helps whenever you want to improve in StarCraft 2, and that is to acknowledge that at some point people will figure something out to actually hold that one 100% of the time. It doesn't really matter if you're like, right now maybe you're Platinum League and you are doing the all-in, maybe a Zerg vs Terran, some Roach all-in that you figured out, or maybe Zerg vs Protoss, some Link Bailing Bust all-in that you figured out, but it is super freaking crucial to realize that at some point, it doesn't matter if it's a league up from where you're at right now, or just because of the meta game is evolving, at some point people will start holding that all-in that you've been doing. It is going to happen, 100%. Every single all-in is going to be held at some point. Now, the risk with doing this, and by doing an all-in in pretty much every single time you match your opponent, is that you will start plateauing at some point. Let's say right now you are Platinum League, you figured out that Link Bailing busting the Protoss front base around the 7-minute mark is winning you pretty much every single game. You can do that for every single game for right now. However, as soon as you start moving up the leagues, let's say you're starting to hit Diamond or maybe High Diamond, people will actually start force fielding pretty much perfectly. And what happens is that your all-in will stop working altogether. Now, this is really obvious, but at that point, your Zerg vs Protoss will be total shit. I'm not gonna make it sound any better than it probably is, but you will have to realize that at that point you will start to have to play a standard macro style again. And at that point you might be demoted and you might be also dropping the leagues again, simply because your Zerg vs Protoss is terrible. Up until the point where you can start all-in again, and at that point you've hit a plateau. You will not be able to move up the ladder anymore at that point. So what I advise you to do is just play a standard macro game in pretty much every matchup as your standard game. Never have an all-in build order as your standard game, because it will just not help you in the long run. Maybe all-in like once every 3 or 4 or 5 games, just to keep your all-ins up. And also, don't go for just one all-in. Actually practice a bunch of different ones and see which you prefer most and what actually helps you the best. That way you will get a much broader understanding of the matchup, and you will also start to improve much faster, even though it will take a little bit of time to start up. But at some point you will not start plateauing so hard. It will actually move through the ranks much faster than if you would have all-in every single game. I hope this little video helped you out. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you favorite the video, I will love you forever. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Bye!